Hello, people of YouTube. I'm back. After surviving the flu, I have returned to the Black Pits. But now let's go back and sell our loot.
Buying or selling?
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat
Okay,
of
what
vinegar.
do we want to sell?
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Queen Justinia executes 2 dozen noblemen.
After this, we're going to go back to the Black Pits, finish up our business there.
Never forget.
How long has Sybil been carrying around this barrel?
Divine order to march against the ancient empire.
You're safe among friends. Never forget.
Bishop Alexander was slain by singers. Come Winston at large.
Keeping it together, Bree.
There we go.
Never forget.
In a way, I kind of like Beast with the hammer. Albeit though, we kind of have to remove bouncing and deflect the
How you
barrier.
holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Hmm. Should add Fossil Strike back into the mix.
Back for a return visit, are you?
Hmm.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of
Reactive
vinegar.
armor.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Hmm.
If I don't come visit you, Ton, who will?
Okay.
Would you like to know?
Earthquake and Impalement seem to be useful.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Yep.
As long as I don't think about it too much. You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Okay.
Glad to see you well.
Now, what other skills can I give Osa? Hmm. Global cooling could be useful. Ah, cryogenic stasis.
Over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
I don't come visit you, Ton. Who will?
Until later then.
That looks good. Back to the Black Pits. Real quick, though, the journal. What did the Paladins want us to figure out? Well, we need to go and find that White Magister for the Paladins. Should be right about here. Where's that bedroll? Here we are.
You can nosy around camp, but watch it. The docks are restricted. Even I'm not allowed down there. If you come back bleeding, don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay. How tough is he? Not very tough, by the looks of it.
Looks like trouble ahead. The Divine Order kind of trouble.
I'm fighting. Let go. Rest at last.
Okay.
I'm fighting. Let go. Rest at last.
Okay. That's definitely something we're going to have to think about. And I'm pretty sure we sold that one. So we should probably go back to the Maester and meet with the gods again. But let's deploy the teleporter. Okay, we're going to need to go to the Cloister Woods to get that route. Enter. Black route. Okay, square. Okay. Inventory. Use you. Crafting. combine bowl with knife. Okay. Well, this is kind of embarrassing that I forgot about how this all combined. Oh! This bowl! And combine this with the knife. And the the fan. There we go. Why we need this? Well, we're going to need to destroy
As you suck the
those.
smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Hold the fumes in your lungs and ignore the thumping in your head.
As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Here we go again.
As you approach, Ralik greets you with a salute, though his face is marred by a pained grimace.
My, Ifan. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder after all the adventures you have had. All the things you've had to do.
Maintain a stony silence.
Have you no respect, son? No respect at all. You should.
A sudden shudder jolts through his body so violently that he drops to his knees, stunned into silence.
Rush forward and try to help him up.
He whispers that there's really no need for your... An ancient curse escapes from his lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
Look around warily and say, "Hey, you thought he was safe here from harm."
So did I. But the void creeps and crawls into everything. I told you before, it is stronger than ever. But so are you. I can sense the expanse of source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell I've yearned to teach you. The spell you will need when we reach the Well of Ascension. I have given you eyes that see the source. Now I will give you the teeth to take it.
Ralik smiles, and you notice for the first time two vampire-like fangs glistening beneath his upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden, insatiable hunger for source.
Go on. I'm here for you. Give in to your hunger.
Murmur through chattering teeth that this doesn't feel right. This hunger is unnatural.
It is supernatural. Do not heed me or any other, only your own lust for power, just like a god should. Go on. Devour.
Though your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh, Rallick looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would, my wolf.
Tell him the hunger he gave you hasn't abated. If anything, it has increased.
Of course. Do you still not see? Do you still not realize there will never be satiety? Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power. And power is not given, it is taken. With your all-seeing eyes and your all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead. And now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the Well of Ascension.
Stay silent. You will do as you see fit. Not as this vampiric wretch commands.
Don't be coy now. Your hunger will soon outweigh your all-too-delicate feelings. Your soul must grow bigger still. Your inner self become a vaster expanse so that it may house divinity. There are more masters of the Source, more aspects of the Source to learn. Your hunt continues, Ifan. Just you hurry!
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair?
Say that you have learned how to drain source from creatures.
Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and ragged.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need more source. You need another master of source, naturally. I just pray the list you stole from the Magisters was long enough.
Ah, the nature of power. 'Tis be a convoluted one. Power is to be either resisted or to be used. Let's see what our companions have to say.
The Master is on the Isle with no name. We should head there post-haste.
Ask Sybil what our next move should be.
We have to find the Masters of the Source, don't we? Seems like all my life is about Masters.
Ask her how it feels to know Ruth and Enlund is dead.
She smirks quite joylessly.
You heard the way he spoke to me, didn't you? I don't think I'll lose any sleep over his violent demise. Roost. He was wickedness come to life. In his mind, we were nothing but things that squeal delightfully when tortured and ravished.
She looks at you intently, with searching, questioning eyes.
Does such a creature deserve anything less than death?
Roost was definitely lacking in a protector instinct, which is the basis of all society. Not someone like that absolutely does.
Indeed. The name's on my left arm. Several I killed with pleasure. You saw what I did with Stingtail. You saw it made me feel good. You read the ecstasy in my eyes when I made Roost scream. I ask again, does a creature like me deserve anything less than death?
Tell her she deserves no such thing. She's different. She killed people who harmed her, not innocents.
No innocence. Not any. But in their name, so many guilty ones.
She holds up her needle and eyes it with the same searching, questioning look she gave you.
Beyond the blood hides nothing but a desire to be happy. I can only hope that is not too terrible a crime.
Say you'd like to discuss recent revelations about her being the Prime Scion.
Ah, yes. I am the Prime Scion. A revelation that came quite out of the blue, which is somewhat ironic, considering I'm supposed to be my people's foremost memory keeper. Quite slipped my mind, though. A slave scar will do that to a girl.
Ask what it means to her, this sudden revelation of her importance.
To be frank, it exasperates.
She looks down, an uncharacteristic cast of melancholy passing over her face.
Gods, I was so young. Imagine it, to sit enthroned under a vast forest canopy, to look down upon a crowd of thousands, their bodies aglow with countless rays of golden light falling through the leaves. You hear their voices as one. One mind, one thought, and it's your name they incant, as if the word itself were magic. Sabine. They said it like I was the cornerstone of their existence. Isn't that silly? I didn't even know myself.
Ask if she knows who she is now.
Good question. It's a very lonely thing indeed to be the object of a people's worship. What is revered is feared at the same time.
She absent-mindedly fingers her needle, hesitates.
I used to love poetry. I used to love wandering the forests for days on end. I'd swim in the rivers and forget to dress after. It was fine. I was alone. I'd bask in the sun, sleep nestled among bear cubs. Nothing out there would harm me. But always, they would find me, the scions. Always the mother tree would call me back, for one day I'd be free no longer. One day my legs would be roots. To wander would be but one lone memory among millions.
Say that sounds really rather horrifying.
It really rather was. Though I must admit that even to sit on that throne, that eerie crowd, destined to become leaf and bark, was not so dreadful a prospect as what came next. When I decided to run away from the Mother Tree with only the moon for my guide, it was a terrible journey. Soft-leafed branches became vicious like whips. Moss-bedecked rocks became sharp like the stone axes of old. I grew weary. I was bleeding, in pain, and how I gasped when for the first time an animal eyed me with malice and growled. That is when I heard them. The whispers and the taunts. The low howls of men. The snare cut so deep. The blindfold, it made me panic. The dark.
Take her in your arms, comfort her.
Somewhat to your surprise, Sabine doesn't recoil, but allows you to hug her.
Thank you. That very first moment of darkness. I've never been so scared ever since. Then there was the stench of those men. The burn of the ropes. The jeers and the kicks. until the dark went silent. Even those barbarians didn't dare speak in the presence of the Master. But I'll not speak of him and his methods. Not now, anyway. If ever.
Ouch.
Come on, let's keep moving.
Ask about the deal she struck with Jahan.
It's a two-parter. First, I'll run a little favor for him, taking out an enemy of his called the Advocate, and he'll help me grow my capacity for Source. All the better to fight the demon with, according to him. After that's done, he'll be able to exorcise the demon. It's almost too simple to be true. I guess we'll see what kind of fellow this Advocate turns out to be. What, this old gaggle of weirdos?
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides, there's business to take care of.
Commend him on destroying the Death Fog device, but wasn't it a little rash? There could have been clues.
First of all, I'm rash. If this comes as some kind of surprise, you've not been paying attention. Second of all, that tinkerer or weaponsmith or whatever she wasn't knitting a sweater. That thing was made to kill dwarves with death fog, and I was made to smash it. Any questions? No? Good.
He mentioned Isabel. Who's that?
Listen, when I was wee, one of Laura's manservants used to tell an old lizard tale. Once, when the ancient empire stretched across all Rivellon, there was an emperor called Reza. A good lizard, but a sickly one. Scales flaking off, eyes bugging out, that kind of thing. One day, a doctor came to him. Zin was his name. And Zin said he could cure the Emperor's disease. The Emperor agreed to his poultice of herbs and black rose petals, and it worked. The Emperor was, it seems, cured, as long as he continued treatment. This didn't please the Emperor's advisor, Gaul, however. Gaul didn't want Reza cured, for he planned to inherit the Empire. So he convinced the Emperor that someone like Zin had the power to both cure and kill. On his advice, Reza had the doctor executed. With Zin dead, the Emperor's disease returned. The sickness took him soon after. The hateful Gaul took his place, ushering in a century of misery. Yeah, not a fun story to tell a kid thinking back on it. Anywho, Isabel's been at the Queen's side for years, poisoning her mind with her filth. She's like two things from that story. She's the advisor, and she's the disease. And me, I'm going to be the cure. That metaphor works, right? I'm going with a yes.
It is a stark story to tell it to a child, but a good one. The child is set to inherit a throne. Okay. But back to the Black Pits to find the White Magister. Okay, this looks like a job for Sibyl. If I can press the buttons in the correct order. Cloak and dagger here. Source vampirism on the Shrieker. Anime registers haven't turned hostile yet. Good. There has the Shriekers, but now the important question. Where do I put who? Black ring.
Those whites are hypocrites.
Sybil will need to be up
Every
here.
last one of them.
It would be useful if we can get the team right about here. Well, that's blocked. That door is locked. So we need to pick a lock.
Such slaughter. This is terrible.
Yeah,
A letter
it's
from
terrible.
R.
Let's see if they have anything of value.
Madam, I can't help you with this request, despite some of all that you've offered. The White Magister is too heavily guarded, and I would have little opportunity to put my skills to use against him. I recommend that you leave the region before he seeks to imperil you further. Your humble servant, R. Might need that.
Again.
Every last one of them.
What does the severed head have to say?
You shut your eyes tight. Sheer terror courses through you, cut short by a length of razor-sharp steel passing through your neck. Your surroundings somersault around you. You find yourself lying on your side, gazing up at the curious sight of your own decapitated body teetering off its knees to the floor. Everything grows dark.
Ouch. Well, okay. Actually, this room probably will be our best bet.
Do these three really need to be
Silence. It is not for you to question us. Dallas found what she was looking for, and she has ordered them dealt with.
Two White Magisters are discussing the fate of three magically bound captives. Captives clad in the dark shroud of the Black Ring. Noticing your arrival, the Magisters step back and take hold of their weapons.
You? Ah, yes, I remember your scruffy face from Driftwood.
Those whites are hypocrites.
Shouldn't have come here, you silly little sod.
Indeed. And your presence is most unwelcome.
Draw your weapon. These guys have no idea how unwelcome you can make yourself.
Now you're getting the idea.
Let's play.
The two Magisters whistle up their source hounds and advance upon you, deadly intent darkening their expression.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Hounds, take them down.
First things first. Okay. Let's see here.
Every last one of them.
We need to hold this as entryway. And level 16. Okay. Very, very smart here. Level 16. Heavy physical armor, weak magic armor. No magic armor to speak of. So we can charm one of the dogs with them as. Weak physical armor, weak magic. Physical but no magic. Physical but no magic. Okay. Huh. So, from here, this implies these target armor. Okay. Flesh sacrifice. Elemental arrow. Save adrenaline until next turn. Okay. The Silent Watcher is fairly dangerous, but if we can nuke down Raymond and his physical armor, we can CC him later. Okay. So we'll take about 4 shots. Okay. From here, encourage on the edge for about minutes. Keep him alive.
This hurts, doesn't it?
Okay. So we can now CC him, but we do not have any knockdown arrows. Adrenaline and down is a should buy some time, and the only target that really matters is Batmez, and he won't be able to kill him. Nah, save that for later, but we need to focus fire. Okay. Can't dominate mine. Don't have the AP for that. But we can cast the element totem. Or I think Rally Cry would be useful here.
I'm ready.
Okay. Losa is in danger, so we can peace of mind, civil.
I'll yield to none.
Cast Horrify on her to try and protect us a bit. Teleportation. How practical is that now? Well, it would do some damage to these three, but it would be transferred to Beast. We can cast Restoration on Belmez. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm in danger. Okay. And turn. Okay. That earthquake has the power to buy us a whole lot of time, but we do not have everybody weakened enough for it to be the most practical decision. but battering ram is a little bit more precise. There we go. That buys us more time. Forward and men metal. That does a little bit more damage. Okay, so since the play here is to use Earthquake and one giant move to knock down everybody, we should start softening people up. Power infusion on the incarnate. And dominating mine on the source hand. Here goes Sybil. Sensible here. Invalid target, so can't really use them as a... Can't really use that skill as a way to CC an opponent. Okay, this Magister is quickly becoming a problem for the whole knock everybody down all at once plan. Let's cast less on Sybil. Okay, and... I think that's all we can do. No, wait. And this resurrection scroll. Sybil isn't at all tanky, but more kind of... Everybody's silenced now. Which doesn't really help with the big plan. up with battering ram. We can knock Raymond down. Okay, and we can end turn. And Sybil is down. We can use Whirlwind to hit 3 at once. Okay, that's good. Then we can hit Raymond once and turn. Okay, and we can castle Hurl there. And shields up. Okay, now that Sybil is out of the corner. Fully restore target character's magic armor, removes frozen, stunned, petrified, plagued, suffocating, poison, burning, necrofire, terrified, silenced, taunted, mad. That's powerful, but we need something for health. Okay. Outside of Sybil, our fastest boy is Bemis, so cast haste on him. Okay. Well, and turn. Earthquake. Oh. And hit Raymond for no measure. Did the silent monk just wiped out their own boss? Just wow. Well, I guess the only thing the Incarnate can do is their single range attack and healing pool. And turn. More totems. Okay. This dude is going to try and get some damage in. So if we cast Adrenaline,
I'm ready.
And summon the wolf. Power Infusion and Foresight as a good basic bit of health, followed by Wolf Howl.
Fact of the matter is, you lot have outlived your usefulness.
Cease flying on bad mez. We can cast an attack on his horse hound, but it will beast. Remove beast from the turn order for a bit. Now let's see here. And teleport this Magister on beast.
Glory is mine.
Fact of the matter is, you lot have outlived your usefulness. Fact of the matter is, you lot. Fact of the matter is, you lot have outlived your usefulness.
Okay. Fortify on beast. I really want to cast an effect to lower everybody's